Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Here we go on another wonderful episode of Good Morning Huntsville. We want to welcome all of you in. Thanks for hanging out with us here on a faithful Friday. Boy, faithful it is. Billy Cawthon's gone. He decided to get on a cruise ship and go away. And then I pulled up this morning. I thought it was somebody else. And this big, nice truck out there. It's a different truck that I've never seen before. I said, man, who is that? And I started looking around, and there's some tower equipment that was dropped off the other day here because we're going to make some more modifications to that and make sure we've got all that the way that we need it to be set up. And then as I walked in, a young man walked in behind me, and I want to welcome him into the show. Now it's been a hot minute, but he is here with us today, and welcome in to none other, as the camera goes on, to none other than the James Cawthon. James, good morning, man.
Morning.
What's going on, my friend?
Nothing much, just trying to figure out life now that I'm out of high school.
There he is, James Cawthon, the only son of Billy Cawthon, here with us today. James, it's so good to have you, man, as we get started. And I know your dad is on the cruise ship right now, celebrating, 20 years with your mom, right?
Yep.
20th anniversary. Well, James is an extraordinary young man, and I wouldn't say I've seen you grow up, but I've seen you grow up a little bit, probably since you were about maybe 14, 13. Would that be right? Somewhere around that?
You're probably hitting it close.
You were in junior high, I guess, when I first met you. You were late in your junior high years.
Yeah, probably closer to 13, 12.
Yeah, ain't that crazy, man?
It is. Last 6 years don't feel like 6 years. At least for me. I couldn't tell you anyone else, but...
Yeah, it's crazy how it happens, right?
Yeah.
Well, James, I wanted you to hop on this morning. I know you came just kind of hang out too, but I wanted you to hop on. I want you to share a little bit about your journey, which I think is going to inspire some other folks out there, maybe even some young people out there that are going to say, if James can do it, then he's going to give me the motivation to do it. As we do get, and we're going to talk about what that is in a moment. As we do get started, though, this first segment is always on Spirit 94.3. We're usually on the air for about 15 minutes or so. And we do want to welcome you in this morning to another edition of Good Morning Huntsville as we inspire and uplift our community. I'm Rob Hipp, and again, James Cawthon here with us this morning. Underwriting support is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also underwriting support made possible in part by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, their website, SHMFH.com. Well, James, let's go right into it, man. Your high school journey came to an end. Did it feel like it happened abruptly? You did it the right way, but did it happen abruptly and then you were like, wow, what just happened? Walk us through that, man.
I don't think necessarily. Back in junior high, like you said, I was taking high school level courses because I'm like, it feels like all the math courses, those were the easiest ones to take for me. But I thought, I'm going to go to college. Let's get some college credits in high school. First 3 years, I'm taking all the college level courses. I'm passing them. Then I realized, what do I want to go to college for?
What were you wanting to go? Did you have any? You just want to do the basics and then figure it out, or what was going on?
I couldn't tell you. Careers sound so interesting when you're looking at them, but you go and actually meet with someone for the day. You're like, oh my God, that is the most boring thing ever. And what got me back into the fire service is because my uncle at the time, Donnie Smith, was a lieutenant for Huntsville.
I know Donnie, yeah. Okay.
And I just rode out with him a few times, and I'm like, this is fun. Remember going to Crabs Prairie? They have all metal playground equipment. It's the best for down here in Texas.
Okay,
sure.
well, hold on. Let's don't jump into the Crabs Prairie yet because there's some more to the James Cawthon story. All right. Okay. So you're in high school, you're trying to figure it out, you're taking some college credit. Somewhere along the line, I know you're involved with FFA, right? Did you do FFA stuff? I know your sister does. Were you into FFA?
I was just not as involved as she is.
Okay.
I never saw I never saw a need for me to become an officer. When I went through it, my first 2 years, you had these really gung ho kids who were doing it, and that's what they wanted to do. I joined just because it was nice to join. Teachers were nice. Activities were something I grew up doing.
Were you doing any CTE stuff and the career technology education stuff? Any of those classes?
A bunch of welding, because I'm a certified welder. If I really wanted to,
Nice.
I could go get a job right now welding. But it's not the most fun thing for me. I mean, I like to do it. It looked nice. It's one of those skills I'll keep now. I'll probably end up using it at home somewhere.
Yeah.
Burning half the field down.
But here's something, though, that you just said. Certified, you picked that up in high school. I got a chance to tour that CTE area over there at Huntsville High School. Mm-hmm. For just as a young person, that's got to be pretty cool to think, man, we've got this right here at our school, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially our cosmetology program.
Yeah, I've been in there and seen all the wigs and the mannequins.
Yeah, we probably push out, I don't know, probably 40 certified hairdressers a year.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you get 40 kids a year in a graduating class.
That's a ton
like
for Huntsville.
Yeah, it's like a tenth of our graduating class. And then not to mention that, but most of our kids go on. We have a auto tech class, which we have 2 shops for that. You have your small engine and your large engine. I spent most of my time in the small engine class because of the teacher, Jared Thyssen. He also works at Napa. I don't know if you ever seen him around there. Because he would just you could take a fishing reel because he used to be a tournament bass fisher.
Nice. Okay.
And I brought an old Shimano reel. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I've taken it apart twice. And he gets in there, and it's like watching someone paint. I can't watch Bob Ross, but I can watch him fix a fishing reel all day. It's just what soothes me.
So we kind of continue the story again. James Cawthon hanging out with us this morning. Billy and his bride, beautiful bride, they are out in the ocean right now, celebrating their 20th anniversary. So that is why James hanging out with us this morning. And James, I want to dig in a little bit about how faith has played an important part of your journey. We'll get into that in a moment because we always want to lift people up. That's the whole point of this show and this first segment that we do over Spirit Radio. But then somewhere along the lines, you started to allude to this. You got interested in the fire academy and the firefighting business. Take us through that. How did all that happen? And you told me some stuff earlier that maybe we can let the people out there know that I didn't know about your dad. But take us through that journey, man.
So about partway through junior year, I'm riding out my uncle, and I'm like, oh, this looks really fun. I mean, I don't want to call myself a good luck charm, but I've done my EMT ride-alongs, my fire ride-alongs. I probably got 10 calls through 2 years.
And you knew it through Don, but I mean, you knew it through Donnie. If there was someone else that maybe didn't have a connection to the EMTs or the fire, did they just show up and say, "Hey, I'm interested in helping"? How does that work?
If you went to the fire side, if you're 18, just apply online for the fire volunteer. I know some people who they just tested recently. I know one of them. He's a SAM student. He's a year older than me. I was talking with him last night about it. Because I tried for it too right before I left for the fire academy. Because I mean, why not? It's Huntsville. It's close to home.
Yeah.
If I get a job here, I'll live at home a few more years. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you really want to help out, try there. I mean, if you don't live in Huntsville, you have Riverside, you have New Waverly, Crabs Prairie, and it's just, I mean, depending on where you go, it's going to be different each time. Because if you want. Because I know Crabs Prairie, we're not a full paid time department, you're not going to see us as often up there. Especially, I mean, we'll be up there for calls, but during the day, during your lunch break, you try and stop by, we probably won't be there.
Gotcha.
Most of the people there have jobs during the day.
Yeah.
Compared to Huntsville, there's someone up there every day, and they have the admin at their main station off Sam Houston. You go in there and just talk to them, and you'll probably be able to apply.
And the chief's probably in there too. He'll come out and say hi to you once in a while. Good man here in Huntsville.
Yeah, he is.
So you're riding along, and I know I kind of steered you in a different direction here, but you're riding along, and then with Uncle Donnie, take us through the rest of it because the story doesn't end just riding along with Uncle Donnie. There's a lot more to the story.
Yeah. So I turn 18, and I'm I realized I'm finally able to apply for some volunteer positions. So I applied with Huntsville because it's the second closest station to my house.
Yeah, yeah.
The first one's Crabs Prairie. So I applied there. A lot of the same people there right now are there. My father was there back in the late 2000s. Back when he used to be fun. That's what people would call him.
Are you saying back when Billy used to be fun? He's not fun anymore, huh?
He is purely work-driven now.
Deanna's here, by the way. It's kind of bash on Billy for a moment here. Son, father bashing. So continue on. All right.
But yeah, early 2000s. He was a senior in high school. He started. And I think I'm having the same problem he is. We're up there too much. Because it was bad enough when he was there. The people there thought he was an orphan. He would show up every day after school, every weekend, just nonstop. He'd either be there or working, which is kind of what I'm doing right now because it's so much fun to be up there.
He was either doing that or picking up bread for your grandmother. He sent me the text messages that your grandma sends him of just like she'll send a picture of bread and that means go get the bread for me.
That or it's a question mark. She'll send a question mark, and then like he'll ask, "So what do you need?" I forgot.
Yeah.
But like it's the only person listen to. Or she'll text me and ask me should I come over, and I'll be in College Station. I'm like I'd love to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna need about 4 days before school's off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
I keep redirecting you, James. Sorry, man. I'm throwing you off. So you're going through this journey. Your dad and Donnie was there. Your uncle. Your dad's inspiring you. There's some pieces along the way with your dad too that I had no clue about that you were telling me, and I know that and this was before you were born. So this had to inspire you even a little bit more. Tell us about all that.
So, if you know anything about the way Crabs Prairie is set up now, after 2008 or in 2008, they took the Pine Prairie station and they acquired it. So it's a Crabs Prairie station now. Mm-hmm. That's who it's under because it's more financially sound. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the time in 2004, 2005, my father was a captain over the Pine Prairie station and a lieutenant over the Crabs Prairie station. So he took some pride back then. We still have some of the old trucks from back then. He loves to drive them, loves to wash them. He likes being out there. Well, so do I. It's oddly happy to be out there. If it's a weird way to put it.
No, everybody needs their little place, man. That's your place, you know.
Yeah, that's another thing. I felt weirdly happy the first time I stepped in the Huntsville fire station. Like I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting there, but I was happy. And I think it's one of the big things that got me on this kick. It's like, where else can I go to work where I'm just happy all the time?
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not happy, why are you working there?
But you had to go through Fire Academy, and I know there's some other pieces. And one thing I'll mention real quick, your dad ended up being a captain at one of these. I didn't know that. Did you know that? I had no clue. Deanna Irwin's with. I had no clue. Billy Cawthon was a captain at a firehouse.
No idea.
Yeah, see, we're learning things. Billy may not want us to know this, but James is pouring it out, so that's what you get for not being here, Billy.
Yeah.
So I mean, that had to inspire you. You weren't born yet, but that had to be inspirational for you to say, man, my dad was a captain and did all these things, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have all those old helmets. They're just sitting in a room. They're real nice. I mean, the captain one's the nicest one by far because it's the nice red, nice traditional leather helmet. It's just sitting there staring at us. And
we need to bring that and put it on the center. See, this is why I didn't drill a hole in the center of the table. It's to put things like this. So next time, James, bring that for us.
Yeah. Put a little lazy Susan so we can turn it around.
Yeah.
So you get into this. You're inspired from family members, but you had to go to training. So we'll kind of reconnect the pieces. You get out of high school. You say, I want to get into the fire academy. You go to Bryan College Station, right? So tell us a little bit about that journey and kind of how all that happened and how long it was. I know that there was a lot that you had to do.
So before going to Bryan, I had a week break out of high school before starting my EMT academy. That was a 12-week program at Lone Star Montgomery. Mm-hmm. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 3, you'd go out, you'd go to class. I wasn't the biggest fan of it because we weren't doing anything with our hands. It was just you listen while I teach. Not a huge fan of that, but that's how we chose to teach. I'm a huge fan of the EMT side. I will admit more than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
Especially just going out and doing it. But truly, I want to stick to fire. I want to go somewhere where I'm just burning stuff down all day.
I thought you guys were supposed to put stuff out.
Did you want to burn down stuff all day?
Dan, I thought they were supposed to put stuff out.
I did too.
I know.
This is like the diesel guy on the
internet.
internet.
I thought a fireman was to de-escalate the fire.
But yeah, so if anyone Crabs Prairie's out there listening, just ignore what James just said, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a 12-week program. It was nice. It was fun. I got my EMT around then, and let's see. I got a call one day from like a Columbus, Texas number. I'm like, oh my God, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
I got a call from I don't know what it's called. It's like the admissions coordinator. I don't know her official title. Miss Byram from Teeks. She gave me a call. Said, if you want to, we have 2 Canadians who can't make it to Teeks. There's a spot open for you. Would you like to come fall of 25?
Now, Teeks is the academy. What does that stand for, just for the folks out there that don't know?
It's the Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service.
Okay.
They do anything from your linemen to your police to your firefighters.
So they're incorporated in all this. Gotcha.
They are.
Okay, so you get the call. What happens?
I'm just ecstatic. It's like, oh my God, it's what I want to do. I'm fast-tracked in a way.
Who connected you to this Teeks, though? I mean, because they didn't just, they had to know about you through somebody, right?
So my father, back when he was a firefighter, he'd go to summer school at Teeks. It's where firefighters from all over Texas would come, and you pick out your classes for the week. And can't tell you what all he picked, but I know he's somehow an industrial certified firefighter. I don't know why he'd ever get that, but because where would he fight fire down here unless he go to Madisonville?
Yeah.
But he went, and he started talking about it, because at first I was going to go Lone Star, Montgomery. It's close. We have family down there in Conroe.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be that bad of a drive. And then we get to thinking.
Not thinking, thanking.
Yeah, this Huntsville. You
Get
better
the
get it
thinking.
right.
It's just like what makes Texas A&M stand out? It's like people know where Texas A&M is. They don't know where Lone Star, Montgomery is at unless they've been through here.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you have the chance to go somewhere where there's a name behind it, take the name. I mean, it may not do you any good, but it may stand out between you and the next candidate.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I thought.
It's actually some good advice.
So you had applied to go to this program, and then they had an opening because the Canadian couldn't make it, so you got to slide right on in.
Oh, so I don't want to call it the #1 fire academy in North America, but
But it's pretty legit.
I mean, I'm pretty biased. Yeah, it's the largest fire field in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I had 9 Canadians in my class, and it was just one of those things to where, like, why are you coming from all the way up there down to Texas?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that was just.
Well, it's like when you think of Sam Houston and the criminal justice program, people come from that. We have a family here from Lebanon that found out about Sam Houston because of how high ranked they are with criminal justice. So, so you go through Teeks. We watched your graduation, by the way. Congratulations on that. That was really cool. And so after Teeks, was there an opportunity immediately with Crab's Prairie, or how did that come about, James?
So we're still strictly volunteer.
Okay.
So we have a plan to become a duty crew, which just means you have a chance to get paid if you're certified fully. It's been in the works for a while now. I'm not high enough to know what's going on. I just know what I'm being told. So I hope we get it started soon, because I'd love a job. But I just love being out there day or night. I'm going to go, even though I live probably the furthest away, which, I mean, it's all right. I make the truck sometimes.
You get to carry a radio and all that cool stuff?
I have one in the truck.
You got the scanner. Okay. That's when you know you're legit, Deanna, when you got the scanner.
Yeah.
Deanna and I need a scanner if we can get one somehow, just so we can walk around and be like, hey, we're legit.
I'll go to Walmart and see if I can't find us one.
Yeah. Get like a little $8 walkie-talkie
Yeah.
for us, though. Not the multi-$1,000 ones he has.
Yeah. That's my biggest fear, is dropping that thing or just breaking it. I mean, like, I'm sure someone else has to an extent. It's like, I know, like Dodge, they're also volunteer still. I was talking to one of their members last night, and they ran over their pager last night.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, if that was me.
They still make pagers?
Oh, yeah, they do. We just found my father's old one from 1992. Oh, not 99 from Crab's Prairie.
Wow.
That thing still boots up just fine. I mean, it's covered in tape to hold it together, but boots up.
Well, James, I think it's an incredible journey. I love having you on this morning to talk about. I love hearing stories from young people. Again, seeing you from, a young man in junior high and then going through your high school journey and just being passionate about something. And I wanted to tie in, as we're a faith-based show, and I wanted to tie in that role. Just how important has your faith played in your journey, especially as a young person?
I think it's a pretty big one. If you can't believe in yourself, you gotta find something to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when times are tough. Like some of our toughest days, you'd start with like 5-mile run, and then they're working us nonstop. I mean, like I've never lost faith in myself.
Yeah.
But you can't just put all your faith in yourself. You gotta put faith in someone else.
And a higher calling.
Yeah, I mean, like you're like in this job, you're never working alone. Everyone preaches a team, and it's just one of those things. I mean, how can you be a team going through an academy with people you just met?
Yeah.
You got to find someone else first. And I think that's what kept me going so well through it at first. Is like I didn't know anyone in this room. I think the closest person to me came from like Cypress, Texas. So it's almost like I've never seen any of you before. And I'll probably forget all of you in 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of felt for me because, like, I mean, like I can call them all friends, but it's like I haven't kept in touch with them well enough.
Gotcha.
That's kind of what happened with high school too. If I didn't talk to you daily, I haven't talked to you since.
Well, I'll tell you this. We've been praying for you. Your dad would send me messages and say, hey, you're about to do this or about to do that. And, you know, I think that prayer is so important through anything. And I know a lot of fire guys who pray and rely on their faith. And I know that you got your church family behind you, too. You guys are over at Christ the King Methodist. I've had the Rev on the show before, Jeff Powers. We actually had Rev Up Your Morning with Jeff Powers here on with the Reverend. Rev Up the Morning with the I'm trying to say something, Deanna's not coming out cool. But you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
But maybe real quick, we'll wrap up with this. Just, you know, think about your church family. How supportive have they been through this? You know, over there at Christ the King, I know that there's a lot of people that have been praying for you, and just that plays a huge role in all that we do, man.
I think they've been really supportive. We have a scholarship there for our graduating seniors. Mm-hmm. It's the Sandal Scholarship, and it paid a bulk of my TEKS cost. TEKS tuition before having to find a place to live is $5,400.
Good night.
And I got a scholarship for $4,000.
Wow.
Yeah. It was one of those things I was able to go out and like not be as worried about how much I'm spending. Even though I'm still buying steaks every night because I'm living alone. I get to live high and mighty for once.
This guy's living in luxury over here, man.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I think the HEB in Bryan was so much cheaper than the HEB here. It's like I went to buy steaks over there. It's like a $7 for a nice ribeye. I come back, it's $14 here. I'm thinking, oh my God, can I go back?
It's higher. It's higher quality cows, you know, over
Yeah.
this area. Although that doesn't make sense because A&M should have some pretty good cows, you know, wandering around.
I would think they have the best cows around.
Well, James, what word would you have for somebody, whether it's a young person or even an older person this morning, just about, you know, their passion? If somebody's passionate about something or wants to do something, what would you tell that person this morning? And think about your own journey. What did you tell yourself? I think that's what's going to relate to people.
I don't think you tell them something. You got to ask them something.
Okay.
Because if they're motivated, they have a reason. You got to find their why. That's what we were told every day. It's like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to be here? What do you want to do with yourself or with your life? And I kept thinking, like, the only reason I'm here is because I want to serve the community that served me till now.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I've always found most of my faith through service. I love going out doing the mission trips, the service projects. I felt closest to God then, which it may sound weird, but that's just how I.
No, it doesn't. No.
That's just how I believe that I am most closely to God.
That's good, man. Well, finally, what's the dream? You know, I know you're at Crabs Prairie, and that's a great organization. I didn't realize they have all the stuff that they had that you were talking about. But you know, where do you want to be if you look ahead 5 years? You're going back and you're listening to this show because it's archived, and you hear young James at 18, and here you are 20. I'm trying to do math. Here you are 23 years old now, and you're looking back. Where would you want to be at that moment?
I want to go into New York, a little place in Houston.
I thought he said New York. I was like, man, that's pretty crazy.
No. It's a bit too cold.
Little York.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a small. It's not small, but compared to the Houston area, it's a bit small. One of the captains volunteers at Crabs Prairie, and I've been able to talk to him a lot about it. And he's also been through all of Montgomery County, like he's been as a firefighter, but he wasn't there working jobs. He was there volunteering through like Klein, East County, like South County, a few other places, and like he's incredibly knowledgeable. I mean, if you want to surround surround yourself around the best people you can. Why not try to as soon as you can? Don't make the mistakes early. I mean, I'm probably going to make a million mistakes the second I get there. I know it. But if I can go somewhere where I think it's good, the pay is good. That's a benefit too.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere I want to go. I've looked into it for about a year now. Applications open in February. It's just where I want to go.
And constant training you got to go through. This isn't just something that you're one and done. I mean, there's always something you're doing, right?
Every year you have your continuing education to keep your certifications up, as well as they'll send you to classes. Like in February, I'm going to Livingston for a wildland class. That's going to be 2 days.
Well, cool, man. Well, Deanna, hanging out with us, Deanna Irwin. We're going to talk to Deanna next after we take a break. But Deanna, any thoughts for James? Any advice you want to give the young? I said 5 years. When you look back at the young James, well, he's still going to be young.
Yeah, he'll still be young in 5 years. Me and you, not so much.
Well, yeah, well, Deanna, yes. Me, no.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's the
I'm going to
opposite,
eclipse.
okay.
I'm eclipsing you, Deanna. So it's
Okay.
going to, that's what happens,
I
right?
got you.
Right, but yeah. So.
No, I just say go for your dreams. You always have. And you're still a kid to me. You're a good kid. I don't know if you know this, but James he's pretty dedicated to the shameless plug here, Pineapple Run. But
yeah.
he has worked out water stations as a Boy Scout. So he's been one of the ones that was there every year until one year y'all couldn't be there because you had some other commitment with the Scouts. And so he's always been a serving kind of guy, and he's just a good guy. And just as long as you keep that same mentality in your heart and your mind, you'll go far in life.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there he is, James Cawthon, the James Cawthon. There's no other James Cawthon in town. It's the James Cawthon. There's a Billy James, but there ain't no other James. So, well, hey, we're always praying for you, man, and it's so great to have you on this morning. And, man, I'm just excited. I'm excited about what the Lord's doing in your life, and I can't wait to see 10 years from now you putting out fires, not starting fires. So
Please.
Yeah, please, James. All right. All right, brother. Well, we'll take a quick break as we continue on. For those of you this morning that are listening on Spirit 94.3, we'll go back to regular music and programming. Many of you are on the social media feed. We'll keep the show going on our social media feeds. So make sure that you follow us if you'd like to continue the show at HelloHuntsvilleTX.com or the Hello Huntsville YouTube channel. We'll take a brief break, though. We'll talk with Deanna Irwin, who's making her second appearance this week. Non-paid appearance. You know, this is all just here for Deanna, and we're going to talk more about some great things happening in our community, and we want to continue highlighting the good, including the Pineapple Run that's coming up. We are hammering that home this week, so we will take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville here on Spirit 94.3.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
This is Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
All right, back at it as we continue on. We want to welcome all of you in as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here this morning. Billy Irwin's here this morning as support. I don't have his microphone plugged up, but he's here. Billy, there's a camera there. Just wave at the people. Deanna can speak for Billy. So we appreciate Billy hanging out. But when I say Billy, it's Billy Irwin, not Billy Coffin. Billy Coffin's out in the ocean right now, Deanna. And you know who else is in the ocean watching us?
Yes, I do.
Come on, Bill. There's all sorts of Bills flying around today.
There's a lot of Bills.
Billy Coffin, there's Billy Irwin, there's Bill Doggett.
Yep.
Two of the three Bills
out on the water.
are out on the water right now. Man, what is going on there? Why aren't we out on the water this morning?
Know.
Well, Deanna Irwin's here. We had her on just a few days ago talking about the Peyton Irwin Foundation and the all-important Pineapple Run, and we wanted to talk a little bit more about that here in just a few moments. Time is coming up for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, and do you ever get to that point, Deanna, where you get close to the end of the year, and then you're like, I can't believe the end of the year's here, and then you get to January, and then you start saying, I can't believe that we're already halfway through the new month, right?
Time flies.
Yeah. Well, the preparation for you, we were just talking off air about, there's so much that goes into getting anything started. Just like with you and Billy, getting the organization going in honor of your sweet daughter and the education that you are bringing to so many people. That was a lot of work behind the scenes. I mean, how long did it take you guys to kind of form the Peyton Irwin Foundation and all that? Was it I would assume, a pretty lengthy process, right?
The foundation itself was pretty quick because we had to hurry up because people wanted to give scholarship money just in general. But to get the whole thing going, I mean, you got to have a good team. You got to have dedicated people. It's not just a one-time thing. You don't just go, okay, we're going to have a run and we're going to have a foundation. We're going to meet one time this month. We meet every month, and so it takes a long time to do anything right.
How do you get people to kind of come together in an agreement on things? Has that been, I would assume with y'all, it's been pretty easy. It's, you obviously don't have a lot of pushback in y'all's organization, but I'm saying that because I need some advice as I continue to grow Spirit Radio. We have a lot of people that believe, in what we're doing in the vision, which is great. But I mean, how do you get people together and just kind of rally them? I know obviously the cause, but just the inner workings and the ideas. How does all that come together?
Well, with anything I've been involved with, everybody has to be on the same page, and you just listen to people, get ideas from people, and take all those ideas together. Always make everybody feel like what they're saying is important, because you may not agree with them, but you can still listen to it because it is important to them. And then you just take the highlights of that, and you take the top pieces of what's going to make your project successful, and you go for it. And you just have that right team, and if they're the right team, they'll be there for you.
You've always been really good at organization, Deanna. Of course, I know all the great work that you do through the Peyton Irwin Foundation. Well, I don't know all the great work, but I know the great work that I see. But I got to experience that firsthand as a chamber ambassador. You leading that as the chair of that. You got to be organized to do things and get people to come together. And I've seen that firsthand. What's the challenge of getting, because you have to keep me organized. Deanna sent me emails. I haven't got this yet. And you're like, I'm not telling you again. So there's at a point you got to be stern with people too,
You do. I mean, if you sign up for something, my story on this. If you sign up for it, you're an adult. You need to do your part just as well. Otherwise, I could do it all by myself, know. But you got to be organized. You got to keep in mind all the different personalities you're working with and figure out how to get around that sometimes. But,
sometimes you got to direct people even whenever you feel like, man, I don't want to be a jerk, but I got to tell this person. Just like right now, James, man, do you mind grabbing that coffee for Billy that I fixed up earlier? It's right around the corner over there. I forgot to give Billy's. Yeah, it's right out there. I was trying to segue into that. Thank you, young man. I asked Billy while ago, you want some coffee? Yeah, man. And then we went into a break, and I forgot to go grab it. So thank you, James. See, I didn't want to tell that poor young man go get that coffee. He's not my minion, but thank you, James. I'll have to pay him later for that. But there's a perfect example. You find people who are willing to say, you know what, I'm gonna whatever you need, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. And you get those people, and you get those people to rally behind you, and you see great things happen, right?
Exactly. Because you're not the only one with the bright ideas. Everybody has good ideas. So you get that right team together, and just like here at your radio station, you get the right team together, and you're going to prosper. You're going to do well. You've got, all these ideas. Now you just got to get the right people in place to help you make it go forward.
Then get the money to make it go
well,
forward.
That too. Money always helps.
Yeah. We walked around yesterday, Tyler Fordyce and I, and Tyler's been a big part of, what we're hoping to do here that we feel that the Lord's put on our heart. And I'm not a salesperson. I just don't like selling things.
I don't either.
I've been really blessed with Hello Huntsville, which is the platform that we're on. I know that we do the Spirit Radio the first 15 minutes of the show, but it's kind of a hybrid. And now we just go full Hello Huntsville, the rest of the show. But I've been really blessed to have a core group of people that have supported us for the last 3 years. And because of that core support, I can dedicate my time and resources into finding ways to promote the community instead of having to go out and sell all the time to keep the platform. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if my goal is if I could have I've always wanted to have about 15 dedicated people that will support us. Just 15. I don't want it to, because, man, once you think of it like a child care center. Talk to Kay about this. You got to have, after so many children, you got to have somebody else come on and somebody else come on. If it was one person taking care of 30 children, one, the state's going to shut you down because you just can't do that. But two, you can't be dedicated. And think of it in a business sense. If I had 100 people that I was trying to promote, there's no way that me individually could promote 100, but I could promote 15. Mm-hmm. And right now we're at about 7. But because of those 7, I haven't had to have that pressure of going out constantly. And I'm tying this in, and I appreciate it. One of them's Elliot's Jewelers. You see his logo up on the screen, and of course Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, always with us on a Friday. I'm pointing at James because it's like by association with the family,
right.
With Billy. But it's the same thing with the Peyton Irwin Foundation. You have had core people who have been with you since you guys started this thing. And that means that you can focus on the educational resources. Of course, you're always out getting, looking for sponsors, but that's not the main focus. You don't have to sit there and focus on that, right?
Right, exactly. I've always said it's not fundraising, it's fundraising, or, we want to get our message out. So I want to be able to get the message out so other people go out and do what they need to do to support me to get the message out. Same thing with you. You got to have a whole team to collaborate to get that done. Somebody went through a class one time and they came back to work and they said, everybody has their seat on the bus. Mm. And so that's right. Not everybody rides in the same seat. This seat might be good for organizing. This seat might be good for ideas and coming up with ways to get your programs out there or get new ideas into the station. So, that whole find your seat on the bus and ride it with pride. I
rode that big yellow loser cruiser till I was a senior in high school. I loved that thing and people are, why are you calling it that? Well, because I'm calling it that because that's what it was for me. All right. I'm not saying for anybody else. For me, that's what I called it. The big yellow loser cruiser, man. That thing was great. Glistening in the sun when it'd come rolling down the neighborhood.
The big yellow loser cruiser.
Yeah. That was it. That was for me, for me.
Right.
And an old boy would come rolling down right there, big old 10 on the front of it. I just remember it like it was yesterday, and it was bouncing down the street. And here I was, senior in high school, and all my friends had cars when they were in 10th grade, 11th grade, and I was the only senior riding the bus. And when you set a seat on the bus, those kids, because at that point, I was like the king of the bus. I was the older guy.
I would think so. You were probably the ruler of everything.
Man, I'm telling you, when them junior high, they would go to the junior high first, all right? And when them junior high, they'd go sit in that. And what I'm talking about is that little tiny seat in the back. You know what I'm talking about?
The little half seat?
The little half seat. That was my seat. I earned that seat for riding that thing for 12 years of 11 years. I didn't ride it in kindergarten. But for 11 years, that was my bus, man. And so I earned that seat, okay? And we'd go to the junior high first before I'd get on, and then they'd go to the high school. Like I said, I'm the only one. The bus at the high school, there's poles where you sit. Well, there's like 5 of us. I was one of 5 that was waiting on the bus. All the cool kids, they all had cars or they rode with a friend. I had neither. So I'd wait there. And I'd get on that bus, and them junior high kids, one of them was always sitting in that seat. But as soon as he saw me, boy, I didn't have to say nothing. He got up, and I wasn't a bully. In fact, I think they bullied me, to be honest. But that was my seat. Everybody's got a seat on the bus. And here's the important thing. Know your seat.
Yes.
Know your seat. I knew that was my seat. And I don't know how else to tie that into anything inspirational, but
I don't either.
Billy over here is like, I don't know either, man. You're digging yourself in a hole, man. And the fun part about that seat was when you hit the bumps. We had a cool bus driver one time that was subbing, Jonathan Ritchie. I'll never forget. And there was huge bumps as we went up this area called Rabbit Hill in Georgetown. And Jonathan said, all right, luckily he don't drive the bus anymore. Now he's a worship leader at a church in that town, so we can say this now. He'd get fired for driving the bus if he was still doing this. He'd say, all right, guys, we're about ready to hit that bump. Start bouncing. And so we'd get on the back of there. We'd start bouncing up and down. And when he hit that bump, our heads would hit the top of the bus.
Oh, wow. That was a good bus driver.
Yeah, it was a great bus driver. Yeah. So, but no, in all seriousness, find your seat, find your place. And I think it's good to have great leaders and people who are organized, that run organizations that organize, such as yourself, because sometimes somebody needs to help you find your seat. And I know that you've been able to place people where they need to be and watch them thrive, right?
Yes, definitely. Because, I have a vast little group, and everybody has different personalities. Everybody has a different idea. Everybody has a different skill level. Some people come in and, my person that goes out and gets my sponsorship, she's on it. That's not my seat on the bus, I promise you, because I'm like you. I don't like to ask people. I can ask people for something if it doesn't benefit me in any way, but it's so hard to go out and ask people, hey, would you like to do this? But I can ask them to come run, or I can ask them to help me staple something up, or, help me build or something like that. But, yeah.
I've always just did sales by relationship. Just get to know somebody. And then I think everything else falls into place, And I don't know, there's some people that are really good salespeople and really good at procuring sponsorships. And boy, I need 3 or 4 of those on my team. But like yesterday's perfect example, Tyler Fordyce and Tyler's been helping me here, and we were just walking around the square. I said, let's just go say hi to people. And my idea at first was like, I'm not going to leave anything with them, because in the sales world, you're taught, well, if they just say leave something, they're not interested. But then I started thinking about all the times when I had my IT business and people would come by. I didn't have time to chat with people a lot of times, but I would read stuff if they left it with me.
Oh, okay.
So that whole sales thing, I think it's misconstrued in some way. I understand the premise of it is to get the sell and, move on and then you got to service it. But what I'm getting at is yesterday, it was just so much fun walking around the square, talking to people.
You were intentional on just meeting them
and
forming a bond, not necessarily out. What can you do for me? It was just like, hey, let me meet you. Yeah.
And I mean, we knew a lot of them.
All
so
right.
It was kind of going in and saying hello again. I went and saw Paula over at the Antiques, and then I went to see Pam. And by the way, Pam is in surgery this morning. Nothing major, but over at Bargain Box. So say a prayer for Pam that surgery goes okay. It should be a pretty routine type deal. But I went by to see her. She wasn't there, so Tanya was there. So I said hi to her, and then I kept walking. I'm an and I wish Billy's mic was mic'd up, because he would either say that's cool or he'd say, come on, man, I'm an antiquer. I like to go antiquing. At 41, I like Billy's over here like, come on, man. I don't know what it is. I can't go anymore because my children are so young, they'll break everything.
Oh, yeah.
Braylon's at the age where I could take her now because she knows to put her hands behind her back. But we have so many cool antique shops here in town.
Yeah, we do.
So I went by, I saw Kathleen over to Niche in Time, and then we walked around and we stopped over, I guess there's what is it? It's like the massage. Is it a massage place there on the square? You know what I'm talking about? Like there's the nutrition place to the left of it. There's like a
MB.
Yeah.
She's changed her name. She's MB now.
It's like a med spa, right?
It's a spa, facials and massages and spray tans and all that fun stuff.
I had no intention, not in a negative way, I just had no intention of walking in there.
Right.
But as we walked by, they had a Bluetooth speaker. Well, guess what the Bluetooth speaker was playing? Christian music. And so I immediately got on the phone and I was like, Tyler, is that our station? It was not.
Oh.
So I was like, we need to go in and let them know that
we have a local station.
Yeah, a Christian station that's playing the same music.
Uh-huh.
And so there was a relationship that we formed there, meeting the young lady, and she gave us the owner's information, and then we walked by and said hi to Diego. It was just And I said, hey, if you want to support, great. If not, don't worry about it. But here's some information, and I'll talk to you down the road. You know, and that's it.
Yep.
And so I think that the challenge is always, it's not getting the information out. It's getting people to buy into the vision of what you're trying to do. That's the challenge.
Yes, it is. It is. There's a lot of challenges in life, but to get people to buy in, they have to believe in what you're doing, and you have to be able to sell it the right way. And it's not necessarily selling, but you've got to get that message across to make them go, that's something I want to help with, or that's something I want to be involved with, for sure.
How did the idea for the run? Because there could have been multiple avenues that you could have said, we're going to have a dinner, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But the run, what specifically led to the run for this? Because it's turned out to be, one of the well-known runs in town.
Good. Well, the run came about because I'm not a runner, so it wasn't my idea. You know that. And if you see me running, something's on fire, call him. Because something's wrong.
No, he ain't going to put it out. Remember?
Oh, that's right. He wants to build the
He's
fire.
going to add fuel to it.
I forgot. You're going to have a long time before you live that down. You know that, right? So anyway, we just wanted something where we could reach a bunch of people at one time. And somebody said, what about a run? 5Ks are a big thing right now. You get everybody there. You get their attention for, 15 minutes maybe before the run even starts. You get that time that's just focused on you to spread your message. And you hit, 1 year we hit 100 people, then we're hitting almost 500 people at one time. So,
wow.
To be able to get that message out like that, and then all of those people get to spread that message. So that's why we went with the run, just because of the I don't want to say it's easy, because it's not easy, but the ease of being able to get that many people in one place at one time. I didn't have to have seating for them. I didn't have to have dinner. I didn't have electricity overhead. It was just a nice gathering, and people got to do something. It's not like I was just asking for money and then I'm going to turn around. They pay for something, they come to an experience, and they walk away with a message, and they walk away with some fun goodies, so...
I know Billy doesn't have the microphone on him, and but I'll let you speak on behalf of this. Maybe talk a little bit about just his role. Your husband has been such a critical part of what you guys do.
He's
as
critical,
well.
All right.
So, but how seriously though, how much of a role I know he's there and supportive and helping to get the word out. It starts with a me. I always say this, but it takes a we, and he's a big part of that we in what you guys are doing.
He is. We've been together 33 years now, so that we is just blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's just you see him, you typically see me, or you see me, you see him, unless we're at Hobby Lobby, but you still see him too, I think.
Or the antique store,
Yeah, there
he's
you go.
Waiting in the truck.
There you go. No, I couldn't do it without him, Everybody needs somebody to hold the staple gun and put the nail in and hammer it in for you. And he's a good support. He supports not just me, but anybody on our team. If they need something, he's there for them. We call him the Zip Tie King. We call him Cabana Boy. He has many, many, many names. Some I probably can't say here. But no, he's a good guy all the way around. Wouldn't do it without him.
Perfect. Slip me that 20, Billy, that we were talking about before. Get this again.
Yeah, no. But
great.
everybody loves Billy. Everybody knows Billy. We can't go anywhere that somebody doesn't say, hey, Billy. I'm like, oh, my God, I just want to go home. Hi, how are you? But no, he's a dependable guy, especially when it comes to the run. He's very passionate, obviously, about the cause and everything that we do. And he may gripe and complain sometimes. Oh, I don't want to get up at 2 a.m. and get ready for this, but he's on it. So
that's good. Well, I wanted to tell y'all just as a friend, that there's a lot of people in this community that do so many good things, and as a friend, I've always appreciated all that y'all do for Huntsville and for bringing awareness to such an important thing. It's helped me reevaluate what I do, and I'm mindful every time now when I get in the vehicle and it's so cool now because my daughter, I've taught her to say, don't use your phone, get off your phone. And so, and it's hitting me more and more because there are still those tendencies when I get to a red light and I'll kind of lean down and I'll be like, oh, I heard something and I'm stopped. And then I hear you in the back of my mind saying, don't do that because your brain has to reset. You taught me that. And a perfect example is the other day, and I try to justify, so there's no cars. I'm over here way off Veterans Memorial, and I did. I started to pick up at the light, and then Braylon was like, "Put that down, Daddy." And I was like, "Yes, she's learning."
That's good. And you say that, and I didn't come here today by any means to do all of this, but you bring that up. It's so important to teach the kids young, no matter what you're teaching them, whether it's safe driving, don't text and drive, don't cross the street, brush your hair, whatever the lesson is. It's so important to start young, because then they're not going to know any different. Mm-hmm. And so kids today need to know that it's okay when they get in a car with somebody and they are texting and driving, or they're drinking and driving, or they're doing something that's endangering them. It's okay to speak up and say, "Hey, dude, could you put that phone down? Because I'd like to get where we're going."
Yeah.
And you're doing that by starting young with her, and the little one will be right in behind her.
Caden's always there. He's attached to her hip, no pun intended.
So, see, she's teaching him by, you've taught her, now she's teaching him, because he hears that every time she says it too. So,
my niece, I love her, but boy, she is a stickler for driving. And I said, "Zoe, I've been driving a lot longer than you." I didn't tell her that. I was thinking that. Because as you go through your own neighborhood, sometimes you don't think about the blinker lights. You're just like, no, normally, it's just kind of cruising through the neighborhood. And boy, she gets on to me. She just graduated high school, but she'll be like, "Oh, what, your blinker doesn't work?" And so she's helped me in a nice way. I'm not being mean to I love my niece, but she's helped me to learn that, you know what, I need to use my blinker. I need to be more aware of what I'm doing and those kind of things. And so, it is. And I think the more nuggets that we have every day, the more that we're mindful of these things.
Yes.
Some things may not happen right overnight, but the more that you think about it, the more that you're going to say, "Okay, I know that I need to do this," whatever this may be. Well, Deanna, I want to take a quick break. We've still got a few more minutes, if that's okay. I'm going to take a break. I want to come back and highlight a little bit more about the Pineapple Run this year. I know we've talked about it earlier this week, but I want to highlight a little bit more and just how important it is for community involvement. Folks like Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Normally Billy is here, but today James representing that, and how important it is for organizations to get involved and to be a part of this, because it does help, and there are people like Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home who have been there with y'all every step of the way. We'll talk about that, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. Maybe a little what day is it and this day in history, too.
Ooh,
how does that sound?
I always like that.
All right. Well, we'll take a break, and we'll continue it. And do us a favor. Let us know that you're out there. A lot of folks joining us this morning across the social media feeds. We'd love to hear from you. As we continue on, it's Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the Spirit of Huntsville.
This was my music last night for the Call to Neil show. You like that? James like, I don't like that. James wants there to be a little twang. Well, I went to high school and now I'm in the fire. I'm making fires, I ain't putting them out. That's horrible. People quit listening after that. I quit singing. You know what? The ratings went down when I stopped singing.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Although I don't know where the ratings are. But when I was in Fargo, when I was in Fargo,
Up there where it's cold.
When I was in Fargo, you betcha. We were a rated radio station. The stations up there were rated. Have you ever heard of that before? Like rated ratings and all that kind of jazz? Here we're not, because it's kind of a weird market. If you're in Houston, you're rated. If not, you're kind of out of that.
Oh.
Well, for commercial radio stations, ratings are extremely important, because if you're the top station, you can charge more for your advertising.
Oh.
So that's why it's important to be the best in an area, because instead of charging, say, $20 per ad, you could charge $50 because it's your higher rate. Makes sense, right?
It does.
In Fargo, our I guess, what do you call it? Not hip hop, but what's our pop station. We were in a group of like 8 stations. It was really cool because you walked into this building and there was 8 radio stations in this one building.
Oh, wow.
It was really nice too. And in fact, this studio I modeled after our sports station in a way. Like this desk idea, I changed it a little bit, but that production table, that was all modeled after what we had. And up in Fargo, yeah. And good people up there, yeah, you betcha. Good people. Brian's watching us this morning from Fargo. He's a good man. He watches us for some reason. He says Good Morning Huntsville to all of us. So Brian, I love you, man. I miss you.
He likes a good comedy show, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even know why people think it's funny. They probably, this guy's, I'm tired of listening at him after 669 episodes.
Really?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to say the number. I think it's 670 today. Good. It is. It's 600.
Wow. And to think I was at almost number 1.
You were the very first interview that did you know that, Billy? Your wife was the very first interview that I ever did. Ever. BJ McMichael was the first person on the show.
That's right.
But you were the first interview.
Yeah.
And I went to y'all's website. That interview is still on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I looked good back then, brother. You know, it's crazy what 3 years does to a person. So, man, I was saying,
yes, we know.
So where did that boy go, you know? Well, Deanna, I wanted to highlight real quick, and then we're going to go. James is going to hop back on. He's got some This Day in History for us in a little bit. But before we do that, we're talking a little bit more about the Pineapple Run coming up. Community support is so important. Organizations like Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home have supported you guys, and many others are a part of it. The business community, I know it's hard. People are pulling a lot of directions, but maybe highlight a little bit about that support and just the difference that it makes, not only when people come and run and buy tickets, but for organizations and businesses to get involved. How much does that help the Peyton Irwin Foundation?
Well, when a business gets involved, it's not just one fold. It's not just a monetary thing helping us. It's helping us bring awareness to that business, that they support causes that are important to the community. It helps us because obviously it gives us the financial support that we need to be able to bring our message to you. You know, it's not free to go out there and do all these things, but they're important. They support you, and because you have the support of your community, it kind of gives you a little bit more of a backbone to be able to go forward with your message. Hey, if my message is good enough for this business to support me, then I must be doing something right. Let's keep going and let's keep building upon this because we have their support, and I want to support back to them by doing good with what they give me. So it's an inspiration for me, and it's a good advertising outlet for them.
Is it too late for somebody that may be listening this morning to say, you know, I've heard about the Pineapple Run. I know the story. I want to get involved. I've been thinking about it for 2 or 3 years. Is it too late for them to get involved? What opportunities are out there for somebody?
It is not too late. We have sponsorships available still. We seem to pick up a couple of new sponsors every year. We typically retain all of our sponsors every year, and we're very, very, very grateful and thankful for that. But we always have room for more sponsorships because whatever we take in, we give back into scholarship to area students, not just Huntsville, but New Waverly, Madisonville. Oh my gosh, I go blank every time. Richards, Lovelady, Trinity, Huntsville. I think, did I hit them all, James? Is that about right? Sounds good to him. So
he's worried about
he's worried about his segment. I know, right? I mean, all eyes are going to be on him, or all ears. I don't know.
Both of them.
Right. So it's not just about the scholarship supporting us, but we in turn support students, and then we go out and we do educational promotions as well. You know, different events we get to go to and share our message. Like we were so honored to be able to step up with the high school this last time they did it, and we did the Shattered Dreams program with them, and we got to be there and be a part of that and get to speak at that program. And wow, that was an impact to us as well as to those students. Well, I hope it was a huge impact to those students. So to be able to do things like that, it takes that monetary support, and we're very thankful for the support that we get to do, or that we get to be able to do those things. So
that's awesome. Get involved, folks. You can find out more information online and get tickets for this year's run. PeytonIrwinFoundation.org. It's PeytonIrwin. Don't put an E in there.
No.
PeytonIrwinFoundation.org. Catch the Pineapple Wave happening on my dad's birthday, April the 11th of this year. You'll get the cool medal. I'm always excited about the medal, the swag, and what were you saying for the swag bag? You'll get the swag bag, and the T-shirt.
Yes.
I don't know how you say T-shirt's just a regular word.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. Mm-hmm. So it's the Don't Text and Drive. This is such an important organization. And this year at Cape Bar Ross Park, there's going to be a lot of room, not having to worry about anything else. Just come out, run, walk, push the stroller, walk the dog. Can people bring the dog? Can they walk the dog?
Yes, we have lots of dogs usually every year that show up.
Just bring the plastic.
Well, the owners come with them, but I mean.
The dogs show up by themselves.
Yeah.
Just Rusty Soretti. Is that how you say his name there in College Station?
Yeah, he used to actually come over and interview me every year before the run. Yeah, but.
That guy's all over the place.
He is.
He posted something the other day. He goes, if one of your 50 dogs got out, I found them, and there was like a pack of dogs. I mean, it looked like 50 dogs just walking in a pack at College Station. So come, though, and be a part of it. Again, PeytonIrwinFoundation.org.
And can I throw one more thing out? People like James, I always said thank you earlier for his contribution, but you can't do it. It's not just a money thing. It's a people thing. Mm-hmm. So if your organization has people that can help us by volunteering that day, and we welcome those as well. So
yeah, and pray for the organization. I always say the first thing people should do is pray. Pray and just pray that the Lord will continue to provide. He will, but just continue to pray, and that's what I love about this community. And people come together. I've never seen people. I'm biased, but too bad. I've never seen people come together in the way that they come together here in Huntsville.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I haven't been anywhere but Huntsville. But I mean, it's amazing the community that we have here. For whatever cause, they're there for it.
Yeah. Well, James, hold on. I don't have any cool background music. Here, we'll put this on for James. Here we go. It's time for the James Cawthon Friday Report. This day in history. Here's James Cawthon, Crabs Prairie volunteer fireman who makes fires.
I wish everybody could see his face, and I mean, he is so excited about this.
Wait, hold on. They can look. There he is.
There he is.
What do you got for us today? You have to may have to pull that mic forward, James. We got to be able to hear you. So, what do you got for us today?
First things first. This day in 1978, NASA's first female astronauts.
Oh. Okay. I thought he was going to be a little more excited about that one.
I did too. I won't even say how old I was then.
But 1953, the Corvette is introduced.
Wow.
Okay. But I do have to ask you a question. When you said that, why did you point at Deanna when you said 1953? I would, I mean, that's not cool.
I think you can't judge me on my mannerisms. Sometimes you got to point and talk, throw your hands up, and just.
All right. So far, 2 good things. What else you got for it?
Trying to scroll down. Most of this is just, everything's an ad now.
Yeah.
Which is great. Let's see, where's it? I just saw it.
This day in 2026, time to buy life insurance.
Right.
Okay.
1922, Betty White is born.
Oh, wow.
Betty White.
She was a legend. She was
Did she
comedy.
She lived to be 100? 99.
Yeah, she barely missed
Think
it.
about that, though, real quick.
She got robbed.
I know. You're like, man, I'm, and then it's like, wah, wah, wah. I mean, I don't mean it in a negative
wah,
way.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
Golly. I think I think for me, 92 is my ideal age. I used to want to live 100, but now as I've gotten older, I was like, I don't want to be 100.
Why 92?
I don't know. It just sounds like a good age. Just
because you beat 90, but you didn't have to go anywhere near the 100?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
Even number.
Yeah, just an even number, even Stevens.
Okay.
Type number. Okay.
So a little further back, 1547.
We got to get closer, James.
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Here we go.
1547.
Yeah. Ivan the Terrible was age 17, crowns himself the first Tsar of Russia.
I didn't know they had SARS. I can't say that word. CZ.
CZAR. Czar.
TSAR.
Oh.
CSAR, not a CZAR. Oh.
Okay.
Hey, that's my thing. English sucks. I gotta say it. There's too many words for the same thing.
Well, at least we're not on the radio anymore.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Okay.
It's valid. It's a valid statement.
Let's see. A little further back, but 27 BC.
Okay.
The title Augusta is bestowed upon Julius Caesar by the Roman Senate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I took some classes at ORU. I've kind of meandered out of that for a while because there's a lot going on. In fact, I'm still getting registered for classes. I'm like, quit registering me because I ain't paying y'all. I'm done for a couple of semesters. But we studied a lot about the Roman. It was so interesting. You grow up in church and you hear all these things, but then learning the history of how all that came is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting here thinking, Jesus didn't even walk more than like 50 miles in his lifetime. It was a 50-mile area. Isn't that crazy? And think of the impact. And now we have all this technology to reach the world. Boy, we ought to be making an impact.
We ought to be. When you put it like that, you are exactly right. If he could make that impact by just walking those same miles over and over.
Within a 50-mile radius.
Right. And look what we have.
Yeah.
We should be able to reach everybody.
Sure, yeah. Anything else National Day or over? Back in history or?
Let's see if tell me the year. Okay. 1991.
Okay, here we go.
Bush announces Operation Desert Storm.
Ah.
I knew it. My brother-in-law was serving during that time. I don't think he was in that, but that was a pretty big deal.
It was a big deal.
God,
It's the first one, I guess, that I would remember.
I think so.
He would remember a little more because he's a little older.
Well, the Iran-Contra stuff that was going on. But yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I guess Desert Storm just really sticks out. I can remember the uniforms that's when they started wearing the light-colored uniforms to blend in with the desert
That's
more.
right,
And
yeah.
not so much the army green.
The desert camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is still a
I
thing.
have my camo on today.
She does, yeah. It's not Desert Storm, though.
No, it's not. I'm just regular old, I guess, army camo.
That's all right. Well, there it is, the James Cawthon Look Back in History, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Sam.
Our family serving yours since 2002. Now, here's Deanna Irwin with...
National...
You're like,
what national day is it
She's like,
today?
wait a minute, I don't even have anything pulled up.
I know. I don't have a phone. I don't have anything. Let me pull something out of my hat.
All right, it is National Without a Scalpel Day today, Deanna. National Without a Scalpel. I'm kind of nervous about that. And I'm gonna tie this into something really cool real quick. Man, I'm all over the place on my graphics here. Here we go. I'm going to tie this into something really cool because thank goodness they do use a scalpel. Shout out Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They are our streaming provider. We could not reach many YouTube channels, many Facebook channels, or LinkedIn which, by the way, good morning. Clyde Law joins us every morning on LinkedIn.
Oh, does he?
So good morning to you, Clyde. We appreciate you. But HMH, our official streaming sponsor, helping us get the word out. But thank goodness they use a scalpel. I'm interested in knowing of what National Without a Scalpel Day is.
I'm just dumbfounded. I mean, I'm speechless. I have absolutely no idea why you would have that day. I mean, National Donut Day makes sense, but National Without a Scalpel Day.
Okay, well, here we go. Listen to this. This is starting to make sense now because now you start thinking of, what is it called, laparoscopic type stuff. So you're not really, well, you still have to use a scalpel.
You got to cut them open to put the...
Unless they use like a mechanical pencil and then that, you know.
Ow.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that at Huntsville Memorial Hospital.
They don't. Yeah, each year on National Without a Scalpel Day, January the 16th, recognizes the opportunities to treat disease without a scalpel. There you go.
Oh, so a non-surgical type day.
Non-surgical. It was 1964, pioneering physician Charles Dotter, not blotter, but Dotter. There's a difference when you dot versus blot.
Okay.
He performed the first angioplasty.
Oh.
What is that? Do you know what an angioplasty is?
It's where they go into your heart.
But but they still have to cut.
Well, I guess maybe.
Right?
I guess, yeah, because don't they go up through the veins in your legs and your groin and all that?
My grandma had all that done.
Maybe they don't use a scalpel. Maybe they use a little cutting tool not known as a scalpel.
Yeah, like a mechanical pencil tip.
Oh, yeah.
To create the incision. Needle. That's it. Yeah, needle.
That's true. I guess it just goes straight in with the needle.
Yeah. This groundbreaking procedure to open a blocked blood vessel took place in Portland, Oregon. That's a lot of puss in there. Not only did the angioplasty allow the patient to avoid leg amputation surgery. Yikes.
Angioplasty patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all the puss in there today.
She left the hospital days later with just a Band-Aid.
Yep.
She was singing as she walked out, I am stuck on a Band-Aid brand because a Band-Aid stuck on me. That's what she was singing as she walked out of the hospital.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. No, it didn't.
Okay.
We just made that up. No surgeries, no stitches, no scars. Now it's starting to sound like AI.
Well, now it sounds like National Band-Aid Day.
Yeah. Minimally invasive image-guided procedures, MIIP, James, MIIP, can treat a broad range of diseases throughout the body.
So is that a MEEP?
Yeah, MEEP.
Okay.
Used to treat cancer, heart disease, stroke, aneurysms, life-threatening bleeding, infertility, fibroids, kidney stones, back pains, infections, blocked blood vessels, and, I don't know why they didn't say this after the first three, many other conditions.
Many other conditions, right.
So there you go. And how do you observe National Without a Scalpel Day? Hopefully you don't go to the hospital.
No. Hey, do you mind if I have like a volunteer angioplasty today? I hear it's National No Scalpel Day.
We should do that. Just walk in.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of these. I used to be when I was a child, but as I've gotten older, they're just... I used to make fun of people that would, not in a negative way, but I'd make fun of people who'd be like, oh, that food has a weird texture. I'm like, I don't eat food for the texture. I eat it for the taste.
Oh, I can't eat food because of the textures. Raw vegetables, they're out for me.
But as I've gotten older, it has changed.
You resonate with that, don't you?
I do not like the texture of what it is today, National Fig Newton Day.
Oh, Fig Newtons are so good.
They're good, but I don't like the texture.
The texture.
It's like you're biting through this bread, sticky blah.
Blah.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. Are you a Fig Newton type guy, James? Are you a Fig Newton?
Not particularly.
You know what I am going to say? Fig Newtons today are not what they were when I was a kid.
They must be more processed.
But I'm sure they are. Everything is.
Yeah, so National Fig Newton Day. And then also, here's the big one.
I'm scared of this one.
You know what it is, right?
I do.
You want to announce it?
It's National Do Nothing Day or Nothing Day.
Yeah. You could have just said it's national and then walked out of here.
National. Okay.
Don't want to do anything. Just leave.
But like I said earlier, don't let Billy know that because he has a lot of things to do today.
I wish we had the camera where we could see his face because, boy, when we said that, he was like, oh, yes. And then you told him no and it went back down.
I know.
National Nothing Day today.
Yeah.
Which is, there you go. National Nothing Day today.
National Nothing Day does not apply to people named Billy.
I'm wondering how this started. It was created as a day to provide Americans with one national day when they can just sit around without celebrating, observing, honoring anything.
But how do you honor or observe National Nothing Day if you don't honor or observe anything?
National Nothing Day, because you're honoring and observing National Nothing. It's kind of one of those catch-22s. The National Day can be about nothing, or you can make nothing about something. The choice is yours.
To Do About Nothing, wasn't that a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. It may be a good day to celebrate nothing at all. We suppose putting nothing in a glass and setting it on a table might suffice for celebration. If I had a National Nothing Day,
I would do nothing.
I would lay in bed all day
And
do nothing.
I would do nothing. I would make him turn the TV on for me and him bring me my drink and my popcorn and my M&Ms and do nothing.
But then he would have to do something, so
That's
he couldn't
okay.
celebrate.
That's okay.
Hand her the
Let's see. Yeah, hand the remote. You could just put it on a stick with Velcro and just kind of, that may work. But I was thinking about this.
At least you would get the remote for a change.
If I had a day, and I very, very rarely get these now, especially with the two little ones. But I think of it when I went on a cruise many years ago. It was I went on 2 cruises. It was the only 2 vacations I've taken probably in 15 years. Like, and a vacation is not like we're leaving this weekend. We have a memorial service to go to on Monday for a really close family friend. But, we're going Saturday and Sunday. That's not like a vacation. A weekend trip is not a vacation. A vacation is taking 7 days. It's got to be 7 days of doing nothing related to work. That is a vacation for me. If it's 3 days, it's not a vacation. If it's 5 days,
wouldn't even work?
No, it's got to be 7 days, Saturday to Saturday, Sunday to Sunday. It has to be 7 days. And I have not taken a 7-day vacation, boy, since like 2012. Wow. And I need to do that. But I was thinking the last time I did, it was on a cruise, and I didn't feel like doing anything. And I slept almost the entire cruise. I'd wake up, go eat, then I'd go to the excursions, and then I'd come back and go back to sleep.
Wow.
Because I was so tired. James is like, sounds like a pretty bad. No, he went from bad to good. He started thinking about it, He goes, no, that sounds pretty good.
It would be okay if it wasn't my money, but I would feel like I wasted my money if I did that. Because I could just go get a hotel room for a lot cheaper and do nothing for 7 days.
Well, see, this is where I may have a little bit of and I told you I don't like to do pushback, but I may push back on this a little bit, what you just said. Because if you factor in all the food that you get and all that, it's not a bad deal.
Okay.
Those cruises are a pretty good deal when it comes to eating.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is your National Day today, and also the brought to you by James Cawthon. It is This Day in History. Sit back and relax and do nothing.
So maybe he could record those for you and send them in, and you could play them once a week if he's not available. Because he's fixing to go do great things. He's not even going to be here much longer because he's going to go and conquer their Little York. Is that right?
Little York. You're going to take Little York to Big York up north one day and be like, y'all ain't got nothing on Little York.
So do you take Little Debbie to Little York?
We'll see.
Okay.
Kyle Kreiner comes in here to visit. Do you know Kyle? He's the brisketeer of Huntsville. He comes in. When you said Little Debbie's, I think it's like he wears a shirt that is a bigger version of Little Debbie.
Oh.
And it says Big Deborah.
Oh,
and
okay.
It is awesome. All right. Well, hey, it's been a fun morning. We wanted to wrap it up on a positive note. And as I always say, it's Friday. Find a good church to get plugged in. We got 42 choices here in Huntsville.
42 churches?
42 churches that you have an opportunity to get plugged into. I always mention Christ the King Methodist. That's where Billy goes. We're here at First, and many other opportunities. Northside, UHBC, Church of Christ. I mean, anything you can think of, they've got it here in Huntsville. Just get plugged in this Sunday. Deanna, thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Any final comments? We want people to get involved, be part of the run. So maybe any final comments?
Get involved in something. I don't care what you get involved in. That's my final comment. Make yourself have a purpose in life. Get involved with something that is near and dear to your heart.
That's good. And do not celebrate Do Nothing Day because you need to get involved in something.
You do. And everybody's celebrating no scalpel day because I don't want y'all to have a scalpel. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was just a really weird one. But it made sense once you read the background.
Yeah, I guess kind of. James, your final thoughts. We're going to leave it with you. James, he gets his own little And here he is with the final thought of the day. It's James.
I'm jealous of that
Coffin.
music.
He's thinking it through.
He's doing nothing.
Just go live your life. Have fun. I mean, like, what are you waiting for? Get nothing but time.
That sounds really good with
You
that
got nothing but
background.
time?
Sounds good with that background music, like
Uh-huh.
inspirational. Thank you, James, for being here. Billy Irwin, thanks for hanging out. And Deanna Irwin, thank you for hanging out. Big thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, as always, our foundation support. We couldn't promote organizations like the Peyton Irwin Foundation if it wasn't for that foundation support. And also a thank you to Elliott's Jewelers. He's online, elliotsjewelers.com. Hey, everybody, as I end every show, reminding you, this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. We'll be back at it Monday, 7:30. We'll see you then, 7:30 in the morning. So long. God bless everyone. See you, Deanna.
Bye.
See you, James.
Bye.